So I'm up in the attic again, and we're doing more structural stuff. So you can see, turn my flashlight on, where these 2x6s come together across my wall beam. They just tied them together with little 1x, and they're only like 12 to 18 inches long, which is not enough to give it any sort of structural reinforcement. So what we did is get this light off there. What we did was we put a beam underneath in the downstairs or on the main floor under the ceiling to kind of help build it back up. And I did this last year over in this area, and I put these 2x6s in here, and that really helped, made a big difference on plaster cracking and things sagging and stuff. So we're going to do that all the way across. Let's take a look and see what we got downstairs. All right, so I'm downstairs, main floor lobby, and we just kind of fabricated this beam across the ceiling. That looks a lot flatter than it did to me. It really didn't look that bad before we started, but now it looks way flatter. Yeah. I didn't really notice much out of place. You see we got this crack running through the ceiling, and I think that's because there's a lot of shifting that the roof is causing down on the ceiling, because it's not a truss system. It's just kind of a triangulated 2x6s, and it's not even an equilateral triangle. It's isosceles, or it's uneven, so it is putting some pressure on there. I've been up there when it's been windy, and I can hear the stuff creaking. So we do this and we put in those 2x6 sisters. That should kind of strengthen it up a little bit and keep it from moving so much. So yeah, before when we started, this 2x8 wasn't flat against the ceiling, but now it pretty much is. So we'll do this, we'll move over to the next section and get that firmed up, and that should do it for this room. So before I go back up and start putting boards and stuff back in, just you can see the threads on these jacks. You know, actually these started out with no threads showing, pretty much. Maybe just a 1/4 inch we had to get them in place, but now there's probably 2 inches, 2 1/4 inches of thread. That's how much we've raised that ceiling. This side we've raised up maybe 1/4 or 1/2 an inch. It was not that bad. Probably because what I did over on the other side is carrying some of that load. We're going to do this all the way down the room and get that fixed up. Now I'm going to go back up and start nailing in some reinforcement scabs. Okay, so I've already got one of these roughly 4.5 foot, 58 inch to be exact, boards sistered in place here. So what I do is we got these old scabs. We're just coming to the other side, and this building's been, this was kind of a flawed way of constructing this building. So there's no way these 2x6s over here are going to true up. They're pretty much bowed for life at this point. They've formed this way over the course of 75 years. So I got some rocking, of course, and it's just never going to straighten itself out. So I got to kind of split the difference. And plus, with this drywall that they use, it's like a hybrid plaster. There's these little chunks of stuff that are kind of in the way. I'll bring a hammer with me. That kind of prevents the 2x6 from sitting down. That's a lot better now. So, yeah, I got to clamp this guy in place. Get it as close as I can. Then I'll run some screws in it, and then run some nails in it using these clamps. Screws that help draw it in. The whole idea behind this is to try to true the ceiling up a little bit, but also to prevent it from moving around as much as what it was, because we're getting cracks in our plaster, and I don't want to have cracks in the plaster. Put some screws in there, put a few more in where these come together, and then I'll hit it with a ton of nails. Using the combination of screws and nails is good because screws tend to break, nails tend to bow, but screws also fasten things together better. So combination of the two together make a pretty good structural situation. Some hardwood there. Okay. Just get the nail gun out. Move a clamp down here and clamp this a little better. Kind of bowing out a little bit. It'll never draw itself in with just nails alone. Yeah, it's better. That one's done. Whew. So just so you can see what we're working with here, taking where this joint is right there, and we've sistered in a new 2x6. I read online it's supposed to be at least 3 feet, and we're about 4.5 feet. So, yep, that should keep that ceiling joist from moving around. It's we got to do this all the way through. Pretty much, it's looking like the entire building. I've seen some over in the units that are pretty bad too. So it's just kind of a flaw in the design. You can see over my shoulder here, there's no trusses. And there's nothing that's really triangulated, so we just have to do it this way. I guess they didn't have common practices back then in the 40s, and they did what they thought was best, but definitely a flawed design here. So, all right, thanks for watching. Make sure you share the video and keep watching for more. Look down in the comments for links to our Facebook group if you want to see even more stuff. See you guys.